Hey guys, so we're heading out to do a little canal hunting, and we're gonna try and get another muskrat if we can. I've got, if you see this little string hanging out of my top pocket, this is my quick draw string to quickly put on the muskrat's foot as soon as Boon catches it, so we can remain in control if he decides not to cache. So we're just gonna cruise along here today and see if we can find us a muskrat. We've got Mr. Boon riding along with us, so his collar on and everything. We were out the other day and I didn't have him ready, and we saw something and I had to take 5 minutes to put the collar on and give what we're after plenty of chance to move out of the area. So we've been bringing little Miss Bindi with us whenever we go somewhere, and we let her run around when we can, just to give her exposure outside, and basically in the element she'll be working in. So the more exposure we can get her to outside experiences, the better. We've also, people have been asking whether or not Bindi has seen the mink yet. From day one, she saw the mink through the cages, and then I don't know, day 3 or something, we actually introduced her to Boon. So she's been around Boon quite a bit. Boon's the only mink I'll let her around because the other mink might bite her. I don't want her to have a negative experience and hate the mink. She needs to respect him, but I don't want her to hate him or fear him over unnecessarily. So hey, what's that up there? Is that a duck? No, no. Look, look. What's swimming?
That's a muskrat.
It's a muskrat. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, sweet. Look at that. I don't even see a den near him. Yeah, I don't see any holes. Let's just stop out and drop him.
Bindi. He's going up.
He ran up on shore. Did you see where he went?
He's right where you're at.
Did he go in a hole?
I didn't see a hole.
I don't see any holes from... Oh, I see him, I see him. He's right here. Oh, crap. Ooh, Boon's nervous. That's a big muskrat. Holy crap. Look how big he is. Holy crap, Boon's being a total wuss. Look how big that thing is. Dude, it's huge. Whoa, Boon. 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 That sucks, dude.
Yeah, I was kind of worried he'd be nervous because of what happened the other day.
That really sucks. The muskrat slayer has no interest in slaying muskrat. I don't think that dog's helping, but this is just absolutely embarrassing. Girl, oh, that's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good puppy. Oh, you're such a wuss. That's a good little wuss. Okay, yeah, let's just go home and... Good job, baby girl. One thing to help you guys understand is that mink and muskrats, though of course they have a predator-prey relationship, just like a lot of other predator-prey relationships, it's not just the mink pursuing the muskrat. Just like with lions, say, for example, if you've ever watched a documentary where lions are chasing those great big Cape buffalo. Sometimes the Cape buffalo are just as actively pursuing the lions. And the same happens with mink. More specifically with mink who don't have the best of confidence when it comes to hunting muskrats. Muskrats will actively pursue and pressure a mink out of an area if the mink isn't confident enough to confront the muskrat directly. Now, with mink like Abby, I've seen her multiple times being bullied by muskrats. The reason is her confidence isn't that great. She's, unlike Rio, she's confident enough to get in there and get the muskrat out of the hole the vast majority of the time. Rio's not even confident enough to do that. If you've ever seen my little mink Rio, a lot of times she won't even go in the muskrat hole. And if she flushes it, it's usually by accident. Abby, on the other hand, she's confident enough that most of the time she'll go in the muskrat hole and push the muskrat right out without any problems. However, like in this circumstance where she comes up against a big, confident male muskrat, you'll see that she's actually the one fleeing from the muskrat. Now, it doesn't just happen with Abby. Like, for example, Ben. You guys have seen a couple videos of him. He's a big, pretty confident male mink. And he's pretty good at just a lot better than Abby, in fact, at, slamming a muskrat and killing him real quick. However, even Ben, he's been driven out of holes by muskrats. So even some, relatively confident mink that are pretty darn big can be bullied by a muskrat. So it really takes a super confident mink, and it doesn't have to do with size or strength. It all has to do with what's in their head. Is the mink convinced that he's the top dog, or does he have a question in his mind and willing to back off the minute things get hot? Now, if you look at a mink like Fang, if you guys remember my mink Fang, now did Fang ever run into a muskrat that she couldn't take? Well, actually she did. She ran into one. It was a big male muskrat, and he was so confident and so aggressive that Fang was kind of like, yeah, I don't know that I want to kill this guy. So you'll see there's a huge variation of confidence when it comes to mink and hunting in general. As I'm sure you can imagine, I was super disappointed to see Boon quit on a muskrat for the first time. Up until just the day before, I had never seen him hesitate on a muskrat, let alone full-on run from one. During the hunt the day before, I saw Boon clearly hesitate before killing the muskrat. Then, the very next hunt, he of course is full-on running from one. This made me pretty anxious to see what Boon would do the next time I took him out muskrat hunting. Would he quit and run? Would he hesitate again before killing? Or would he slam it head-on like he usually does? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Muskrat.
Is it?
He's going up. He's going for that concrete.
Is it right there? Is he going in that hole?
Yeah, there's that concrete right there.
Okay, sweet. I'll just like doing
Oh, never mind, he's passing it. Wait, he's going up.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
I can still see him.
Looks like he's tracking it. Is it in a hole or is
It's right there, he's got it, he's got it.
Woo. There he goes. Oh, get it, Boon. Woo! Woo! Oh, he lost it. Woo! Woo! Get it! Woo! Woo! Get it, son. Good job, Mr. Boon. Good job, Mr. Boon. Killed a muskrat with his leash on. Didn't even get his leash off. Good job, son. Oh, he's coming towards the box anyway. Boon. That's a good job, buddy. That's a good job. Dude, that was so bad, eh? Here, bring it over here. Bring it to me. Bring it a little closer. Go bring it to me. Go bring it to me and I'll give you the rest. Good boy. Good boy. Bring it a little closer. Oh, good boy. That's a good Mink. Maybe giving him a little snack before to kind of remind him might help. I don't know. He looked like he was going to catch that anyway. I'm just trying to think of different tricks I can get him to, I could do with him to encourage him. And obviously there's no risk of him running off here. Like, he's got his leash on. We didn't even get the leash off. Dude, that was so cool.
Look at all this.
Oh, that's a bloody one. Look at that. Good job, Mr. Boon. Good job, buddy. He wasn't shy about that one. So I still wonder, what was the issue with that one? Was it because it was unusually large? Was it the barking dog? Was he just having a bad day? It was all sunny and warm, so maybe he was feeling not as pressed for food. A combination of all three: sunny, warm, big muskrat, barking dog.
Or his weight.
Or weight, that's the other thing. Maybe he was a little too heavy. He is lighter now. I've dropped his weight. So could it be his weight? I don't know. I'm happy to see him though just slam that thing head first. That was awesome. Gives me hope that it was just a temporary fluke. So when he refused to take that muskrat, he weighed 1,312 grams. Today he was 1,283 grams, which is lower than I've been usually working him. So was it his weight? Was it the weather? Was it the dog barking? I kind of felt like he was nervous about that dog. He was acting weird. Like, regardless of how he reacted towards the muskrat, his body language was really nervous. So maybe that barking dog set him off. I don't know. Like, I haven't noticed him being that nervous around dogs. But you know, he's not used to Bindi. Maybe the combination of a new dog that was nearby, a loud dog that was just on top of the canal, maybe the two things combined really made him nervous. I don't know. I'm just happy to see him slaughter a muskrat face to face like that. So I guess we'll just find out in time. Next time he gets a muskrat that big, we'll see what he does. Does he run from it like last time, or does he slam it like this one? Who knows? Jeez, man, he butchered this thing, man. Got blood all over the place. Pretty cool. Glad to see him back to his old self. Not old enough for that game yet. I'm just a tiny puppy. Yeah, you're just a tiny puppy, huh? 6 pounds is what she weighs, dude. Right on 6 pounds. I got her. She was just a hair under 5. Now she's just a hair over 6. Oh, there's a good girl, huh? Oh, there's a good girl. Okay, should we go home? Bindi girl. There's my Bindi girl. Oh, she's a good girl. Let's go home. Let's go home, Bindi girl. Now, if you're really wanting to dive into mink and learn the nitty-gritty details, I would strongly recommend you read my book, The New Sport of Minkenry. If you would like to support us, you can buy a shirt or hat, or consider becoming one of my faithful patrons. Just go to the links in the description below.